All right, super. Welcome once again to a life-changing opportunity. I tell you what you're going to hear tonight. As you listen to this presentation, I want you to, decide if you're ready to change your financial destiny. Um, as you listen to this presentation, I don't know if it's going to be your cup of tea or not, but be ready to be bold. Be ready to act with speed. Welcome to AURUM. I'm going to start by playing this video just to give you a little heads up as to what we are here.
AURUM Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with AURUM Neobank.
All right, so welcome to AURUM Neobank, the platform that's going to change your life. So what is AURUM? AURUM is a decentralized fintech company. All right, so when you talk about financial technology, innovation, and blockchain adaptation to meet your needs, that is what AURUM is. And AURUM is meant for your family. All right, AURUM is meant for your family, for your kids, to ensure that they can give your family a better tomorrow. So whatever goals you have set out for your family, I think you're going to want to be here and listen to this presentation, because AURUM is your partner to hit your financial goals. Now, it's an ecosystem. Remember, it's a fintech company on the blockchain, but it's also an ecosystem. And when you hear the term ecosystem, it means it has multiple systems in one setting. All right. So you have the EXAI bot, you have the EXAI Pro bot, you have the AURUM exchange that is coming soon, you have the Visa card and the MasterCard, then you have the AURUM Neobank, and many other innovations that can make you money. All right. So I want you to just pay close attention as we'll be highlighting a few of these tools. But before that, I want to talk about the reason why we are paying attention to AURUM. There is somebody that is the CEO of AURUM, and he's not just an actor. All right. He's not one of those actors. All right. He's not an actor. Many platforms in the world today, they have faces of people that are not real. Those people are not real. But we have Brian Benson. All right. We have Brian Benson, who is a former director of Binance, who was in charge of Latin America, LATAM. All right. So just imagine you have somebody at the executive level of Binance, and he's now coming to be the CEO of a fintech company. That is what we have here. Most times when people hear of AURUM, they say, let me go do some research. You know what they do? They go to Google and start typing AURUM. Now, there are many AURUMs. There are many AURUMs. You might even have an AURUM in your country. But that is not the AURUM we're talking about. So be careful what you search and Google on the internet. Here, we're talking about AURUM Foundation, AURUM Neobank, with the CEO, Brian Benson. Brian Benson, all right, worked with Binance. He was a banker and traded for Morgan Stanley. All right. He is sharing the occasion and creating innovation in AURUM. Initially, I was thinking, could this be the real Brian Benson? Is he a real person? Well, if you go to Google and search for him, you see his younger picture. You're going to see his older picture. Sometimes this gets people confused. But come on. He has a picture of him when he's young, when he was younger, and he has a picture of him when he's a little older. Now, what you need to understand is that this same guy was at Token 2049 event. The Token 2049 event was where he spoke to lots of blockchain experts. And at that event was also the current CEO of Binance. So if he was not the real Brian Benson, the former director of Binance, he would have been called out and even arrested. So in that blockchain event, he had He was there, he delivered the talk, and it was an awesome thing for everybody to hear him speak. So when you go do your research, make sure you type BRYAN, Brian Benson Binance, so that you don't just end up in another random site. Please, again, I'm going to tell you, being here is the most important thing. Listening through is critically important. Then later you can do your own research. But when researching, make sure you're talking about AURUM Foundation. AURUM Foundation, all right? Not an AURUM, a funny AURUM somewhere lying around. So Brian Benson is leading the team, and Forbes took the time to write about us. Yes, Forbes took the time to write about AURUM Foundation. And Forbes said, AURUM Foundation is executing institutional grade trading. So when you are trading as an institution, you are not trading like the ordinary person. You're not looking for huge profits. You're looking for quick, sharp entry and exit from the market because you control lots of funds. That is what Brian Benson and his team have been able to create here. And of course, Brian Benson is real. That's him with HP Hugh Paul, who is one of the AURUM leaders. This slide, I love seeing it because it reminds me of why we need AURUM. Because if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And this is the reality of life. Somebody told me today, oh, that his father is so old, but he still has to go take care of the cattle in the ranch and all of that. And they're telling him to rest, but he can't rest. And nobody's taking over the business. He has to keep going. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. So there's a period when you can work. Then you have to figure a way for your money to work for you. And that's what AURUM is. This statement was made by Warren Buffett. So it doesn't matter what losses you've had in the past. All right? It's not as if you are dead or you can't get up. It's okay to have made losses in the past. Ask yourself this question. Who was the CEO of the platform where I had losses? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Who was the CEO of the platform where I had losses? Was it somebody that has worked at the level of Brian Benson? Was it somebody who was a former director of Binance? Have you ever been part of a platform where the CEO is a former director of Binance? So this is one of the key questions you need to ask yourself. Don't let your past hold you back from creating a better future. You need to keep working and creating a way for which you can make money while you sleep. All right. So remember, every profitable venture involves some level of risk, right? Going to bed involves risk. Getting into your car to drive out of your house involves risk. Getting on the plane is risky, all right? So when people say risk, come on, everything you do in life is risky. Even eating food is risky, all right? Everything is risky. Pregnancy is risky. Childbirth is risky. But people look for how to mitigate the risks. One of the mitigating factors that we've seen is the quality of the leadership of AURUM. Now, here's one of the beautiful things I love about this platform. It's just a commitment fee of $20 for 1 year. That's the license you need to get. That's the membership fee. That's all you need to pay. Nobody earns a dime from this $20. It goes straight to the company. No comp plan, no nothing. The $20 goes straight to the company. And this is just like a reminder telling us that, hey, this business is affordable and anybody can be a part of this. We have systems that tell you to pay over $1,000 for subscription. We have some that will tell you pay hundreds of dollars for a yearly subscription. But with AURUM, we have a system where $20 can get you in. The first bot, the bot that gets you in, the bot we tell you to get started with, that's performing miracles right now, is the EXAI bot. Remember, it's an ecosystem, and an ecosystem means you have multiple ways to make money. So the EXAI bot is the first bot everybody steps into. It is automated. It is hands-free. And that means you don't need to do anything. You don't need to do any chart analysis. You don't need to draw trend lines. You don't need to know support and resistance. All you need to do is deposit and withdraw. This is the easiest way that is legit for making money that I have seen. It doesn't get easier than AURUM. AURUM, our technical team, use AI plus human knowledge to trade for us. So remember, AI is changing the world. Lots of trades are now happening with AI, right? This team uses AI, and humans look at what the AI is projecting and say, good, this is good enough, and they go in. So a combination of AI and human monitoring keeps us making money every single day, 7 days a week. And they don't trade shit coins. They trade very solid pairs in the top 20 range of coin market capitalization. What they trade with the EXAI bot is spot. This is spot trading. All right. And so because it's spot trading, you get to see that you have a profit share of between 10% and 16%. Right? This is spot trading. This is not futures. This is not Forex. All right. And risk management is advanced risk management. They don't stay in the market for long. Their entry is sharp, exit is sharp, and profit taking is quick. That's the beauty of the system. Now, this platform on the EXAI bot is currently trading $50 million. All right. As at June 21st, when we put a screenshot here, it was $22 million. Right now, it's trading $50 million. So I want you to know that this platform has grown, advanced, and it's now making lots of money for the community. People are believing in Aurum, and people are jumping in. Now, the profit distribution is something I want you to understand. And so please pay close attention to this part. You will make between 10 to 16% a month. However, how much you make depends on how much money you put in. So if you put in, lower income, lower capital, $100, have in mind about 10%. So what really governs this is the profit sharing formula. So if you're trading between $100 to $200, every profit the platform makes, you're going to get 60% of the profit while the company takes 40%. If you're trading between $250 and $900, the company is going to make profit with your money, yeah, but you'll be getting about 65% while the company takes 35%. Okay, so because you come in with 250 or higher, the company is giving you more of the profit share and taking less of the profit share. Now, when you trade with $1,000, $2,000, the company is only taking 30%, so you're taking more. The company is taking less. The higher your capital, the company takes less. This is very important. And if the company is taking less, it means you recover your capital faster when you have higher capital. So here you have it again. If you're trading with $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, the company is only going to be taking 25%. And just imagine here, if you're trading with $10,000, the company is just taking 15%. If you're trading with, $25,000, $50,000, the company is just taking 10%, and even 5% if it's actually $50,000, 5%. So you see the people who have capital are actually trading with $50,000, $100,000 because they want a system where the company is, making money, but they're making more money and sharing lesser of the profit with the company. So this is really huge, and this page is just emphasizing that point. So if you look at the chart here, you see that somebody trading with $100, $200 will be making 10.94%, 49%, but the person trading with $1,000 will be making 12.24%, while the person trading with 2,500, 3,000, 4,000 will be making 13.12%, and someone trading with $5,000 will be making 13.9%, while somebody who is trading with $10,000 called the VIP will be getting 14.87%. So that's what you need to see. And that difference in percentage is because of the difference in the profit sharing that I explained in the last slide. And somebody who's trading with $50,000 and above makes 16.2%. So it depends on your financial capabilities. You can decide where and when your range of capital you want to go in. Please take note. The company makes about 17.5% per month on the average. What that means is they make 17.5% on even your $100, on your $1,000, but they take whatever else is on top for the profit sharing and then keep it for themselves. That's what the company does to make more profits. That's how they make more money. Even more money for trading with our funds. Now, some people say, oh, when did Aurum start? That's a great question. Now, the bot and the team creating the bot, training the bot, have started work since 2023. This bot was available and was doing machine learning. It was studying the markets. They were educating it and trading at the same time. So you can see from February 2023 to February 2024, yes, the bot was studying. Now you will notice as it's doing machine learning, it's updating its own knowledge base, all right? It's updating its own engine, knowing how the market works. And that is why you can see a lot of fluctuations in the profits being made per month. This is what the company has said from the first year of testing the bot. Well, this was not even the test. This was more of machine learning episode where the bot was learning how the market moves and how to take profits. Now, from March 2024 to March 2025, the bot went through a trading phase where, all right, they said, investors come in, we have a machine that can make money for you. Let's trade with it for the next 1 year. And people deposited their money. And with all the knowledge the bot had learned in 2024, it's in 2023, it started making good money. Its engine had been updated. And you can see the profit is pretty much stable. And that's how the EXAI bot has been delivering results. As the years go by, as the bot keeps updating its knowledge, do not be surprised if performance of these trades improve radically. So this slide is another example showing you the power of the machine. Some people make a big mistake. They say, oh, 10 to 16%, that is small. We have platforms that can give us 30%. We have platforms that can give us 100% a month. Now, here's my warning to you. The higher the returns, the higher the risk. So do not focus on platforms that can give you 50% per month returns when everybody in your team are going to lose their money very soon. All right. But with Aurum, we have a meaningful profit, sharing formula. We have a meaningful profit target, and it's been working for years. This account started trading with $10,000 on the 10th of April. All right, you can see it is the 41972. That is the 3441972. All right, so you can see there 972, 972, 972. It's the same account. It started with $10,000. After 1 month, it became 12,360. Second month, it became $15,000. Third month, it became 17, and then fourth month, it became $20,000. So you see, the higher the capital, the greater the profit returns. And compounding now accelerated that growth such that within a space of 4 months, the capital had doubled. Now, what can this person do? So remember, the capital is compounding. That is why the reinvest button is on. Once your reinvest button is on, it means your trading is compounding. Once you turn off this reinvest button, all right, instantly the compounding stops and it will start pushing out your trade profit into your profit withdrawal wallet right there in the back office. That's what you do. When you're ready to cash out, when you've gotten to a capital level that you love, just turn off compounding and every money being made will be dropped in the wallet for you, available for you to withdraw. And it will be making that profit calculation based on $20,000, not on your $10,000 that you started with. It will be based on the $20,000 or whatever figure you have compounded up to. So here's an example of what I mean. This is the reinvest button turned off and it's turned on here. So there are 2 deposits here running at the same time. For the one that is turned off, accumulated profit section is where to be dropping the profits. Just take note of this page. Go to your EXAI bot under financial, products, tools. You will see the accumulated profit section. Once your money is dropping there, if you've turned off the invest button, you will see that the withdraw button becomes active. Then you click on withdraw. It will move this profit here straight into your main dashboard and you can withdraw it to your bank account. A summary of the capabilities and the possibilities is what I've put here in this slide, trying to show you how much you can make and the capital that's required to achieve that. So it's your personal decision. Nobody's putting pressure on you. Just look for money that you can, trade with rest of mind, without anxiety. All right, coming big. All right, coming big, but within your financial muzzle. Just make sure you're not putting your kids' school fees here. Make sure you're not putting your rent here or something. Put in money that you can trade with rest of mind. Now, here's what you're going to observe. If your monthly returns that will make sense to you is $1,480 per month, that means you need to have $10,000 in the system. And this figure is not compounding, all right? Not in compounding mode. Remember the first slide, the previous slide we showed you. The first month, $10,000 turned to $12,000, right? So $2,400 was made extra. So this 1,400 is without compounding. So if this is what will make sense to you, or this, if you're going to want to make this amount of money every month, then $10,000 is your best bet. Now, a $10,000 account will make 100% of its capital back within 6.8 months. A $25,000 account will make the profit back in 6.4 months. And a $50,000 account will make its profit back in 6 months. So if a person has $50,000, they could say, hey, I'm going to put my money in here, get 100% out within 6 months, and I'll be risk-free and enjoying my funds. This is what some people do, all right? And of course, if you can't afford $10,000, you can start lower. And this is just a range for you to have an idea of what's possible for every capital that you bring in. And now remember this. This is totally hands-free. Nothing for you to do. The bot handles everything. So take a look at this slide and decide for yourself, how much do you want to make every month, both in dollars and your local currency? How much will make sense to you? Now, if $10,000 or $25,000 is what will make sense to you, then I want you to also take note. Even if you don't have the money, I'm going to show you how you can make the money later on in the presentation. An ecosystem is what we provide. As you can see, you have the EXAI Pro bot also available in AURUM back office. You also have the Zeus bot. All right, so there are so many things that can make you money in the AURUM back office. This slide is just to let you know that with AURUM Neobank and the Telegram app, working with the Zeus bot, for example, you'll be able to see your trades. You'll be able to see the exchanges where the trades are happening. You'll be able to have a good view of exactly what the technology is doing. And that is the power of the Zeus bot. The Zeus bot, we're told today at the meeting with the marketing manager, he said that the Zeus bot is about to be added as one of the powerful things in the comp plan. All right. So what is the Zeus bot? The Zeus bot is simply like a minting technology where you decide a coin you want to trade and it will be generating more profits for you in that coin. So if you're making 10% a month profit, it will be making it in that coin. So if you choose BTC, you will generally be mining. I don't want to use the word mining because this is not mining. You will be minting, generating much more BTC. So if you have a target to say, I want to have 1 BTC, you can start trading with BTC on the Zeus bot and you'll be generating more and more BTC as your profits. It's really an amazing thing, a wonderful thing to behold. You can also decide to use BNB, you can decide to use Ethereum, you can decide to use Pepe, Doge, any of those coins. AURUM has very powerful cards, and this is one of the things that makes us, get attracted to AURUM. When I started this opportunity and I saw the cards, I said, wow, for Visa card and MasterCard to say, come partner with AURUM, it means that they have looked at the technology of AURUM. They have seen that there's no money laundering. They have seen that this platform is actually solid. The CEO is known, the team is known and connected, and they've been able to create these results. Imagine, no more thinking of who to sell your crypto to fund your fiat currency. No, you simply load from the AURUM back office, you load your card. You order the card, load the card, and go spend your dollars. Go spend your crypto in the mall, in the gas station. Use that card and make payments anywhere in the world. That is one of the solutions that AURUM provides. Now, this is a slide to show you how people use this card. This card is working, it's live. This is a live usage at Thailand.
This is Michael. This is a beautiful lady, Nida from Marriott. Now we will see. Also, machen wir besser in Deutsch, ne? Brandneue AURUM Visa Card.
Tap one time.
Klick. Okay. Brauchst du einen Beleg? Nein. Was passiert jetzt hier? Sale, Receiving, Receipt. Wait. Super. All done.
Yeah. This one for you.
Micha, geiler Laden oder geiler Laden? Thank you. Kap kun kap.
So
This is Michael.
show you that this is real. We have an ecosystem that works. Different systems, different tools making money for you. All right. You have the EXAI bot. Of course, you have the neobank, which is like the mother housing everything. We have the Pro bot, the Zeus bot. We have the cards. We have the Aurum token. We have the flash loans. We have the exchange that's loading and sticking. Lots of stuff are coming up in the future. One of those stuff coming up in the future are real world assets, where a physical building, can be tokenized so that people can buy bits and pieces of that physical building. This is the next phase of blockchain evolution. A building normally could be owned by one person or two, but this instance, the building will be tokenized such that a person can decide to own some of the tokens of that building, and based on the results of the business of the real estate venture, yields will be provided to all those who are co-owners of that building. So this is one of the things that Aurum is going to get into over the years to come. This is just like giving you a heads up to the future of Aurum over the years to come. Aurum is also going to create and launch its own POS terminals to bridge the gap between traditional business and blockchain financing, right? We want to connect real-world merchants directly to the Aurum banking ecosystem. So you imagine that you have crypto, all right, and you want to spend it. You're thinking of, how can I move this? Hey, come on. The Aurum POS can move money anywhere it wants, and it can literally make you accept your payment in crypto. So you're going to find out over time that in many countries, some terminals will have Aurum POSs where people will say, I have some crypto, I want to pay with the Aurum machine, and it's super easy. This is a really bright future. Aurum is also going to launch its own Aurum ATM machines, where you could go make cash withdrawals, cash deposits for all Aurum cards, fully integrating with the Aurum Neobank. And it's really a multi-currency support system with instant synchronization with blockchain balances. So this is a huge step that the platform is going to be taking. So you're going to be hearing over the years to come, Aurum POS, Aurum, ATM machines. And of course, Aurum is going to create and launch its own decentralized exchange staking system, where you can make all of this kind of percentages, yields per year, just depositing money on the decentralized exchange. So these are some of the things that Aurum is launching in the future. But right now, we have the bots that are working and making money for us. Really, this system is a long-term institution. Withdrawals happen every single day. I did withdrawals yesterday. I did withdrawals today. Many people did withdrawals today. Withdrawals happen and really efficient. And I really am proud of what Aurum is creating. The charge for withdrawals is just 1%. All right, just 1% plus $1. All right, the $1 is not going to Aurum, is the blockchain transaction fee, but Aurum is charging 1% of whatever amount you are withdrawing, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, I'm going to delve into the Aurum Partners program in a moment. If I want you to be clear, what I have just told you up to this point has nothing to do with referral activities. You can just deposit your money, trade, and withdraw without telling a soul. Your percentages are guaranteed to keep flowing, even if you do not recruit any single person. You could be a member of the community and stay silent. You love to keep it secret, you can keep it secret. But here's the thing. When something good is discovered, there's opportunity to share it with the world. And Aurum just has 15,000 members. Something so unique, something so powerful has less than 20,000 members, just slightly maybe over 15,000 members. The opportunity is ripe, and that is why we want to discuss the Aurum Partner Program. All right? So you don't need to listen to this partner program aspect. You don't need to do it. But if you know what will make you comfortable is having a trading capital of $25,000, and all you can afford is $1,000. How can you generate the $25,000? I'm going to show you right here. All right. If your target is $50,000, how can you generate $50,000 trading capital, even if all you have to get started is $100? That's what the AURUM Partner Program will do for you. So let's get right into it. Remember, there are different types of income. You have the direct sales, you have the team income, you have the extra bonus when you hit a rank, you have the profit sharing, and you have the shareholder bonus. So this slide is like the first page showing you the ranks. You have the Nova, Voyager, Vanguard, Vanguard Pro, Nexus, Oracle, Prime. All right. The trading capital column required for each rank is here. You can get started with $100. That's the minimum. All right. And to hit the first rank of Voyager, you don't even need to increase your trading capital. When you hit Voyager, then of course the next rank, Vanguard, requires $300. But this is what you need to know. For everybody you bring in directly as a Nova, when you sign up, for everybody that signs up with you and starts trading, you're going to make 3% of the person's deposit as commission. And somebody told me, oh, that's too poor. I said, yes, but this is not a Ponzi scheme. The money is being put into trading. All right. So what you get is 3%. However, if you want more than 3%, then you have to hit the higher rank. So that is why when you're a Voyager, you can start making 5%. Once you've built the platform and supported the platform allows you to make more on direct deposit. So that's it. From 3%, you start making 5%. And when you're a Vanguard, you start making 7%. So what's the requirement for hitting Voyager? Let me tell you a secret. Some people think at times that there's no money in building the AURUM compensation plan. But let me tell you a secret. There's a lot of money the moment you get out of Nova and get into Voyager. You need to get into Voyager and you open Sesame. You realize that cash begins to flow towards you from the AURUM project. To hit Voyager, you need to have a team trading with $7,500. Now, this can be just one person. One person depositing $7,500 will automatically take you to the rank of Voyager. Easy, one person can get you that. Or, of course, you can build multiple persons, and it's across all generations. Apart from your trading capital, the trading capital of your entire structure counts as part of this $7,500. So once you have a team of 7,500, the company says, "Oh, that's great, awesome." I mean, you can now be making 5% of every direct deposit. But something else happens when you become Voyager. The company gives you a bonus, $100. Hey, thank you for creating this team. You can see they're not paying out so much money. I mean, you brought in 7,500 and you have $100 gift. Yeah. Thank you for being a part of this amazing team. Now, for you to hit Vanguard, you need to have a team trading with $25,000. All right. Once you have a team trading with $25,000, you can now start making 7% on direct deposits. All right. And you'll be given a $500 gift. The same way, when you hit Vanguard Pro, you get a $1,000 gift. The way the gift comes, it's kind of comes so fast, because before you hit the rank, as you're hitting the rank, it's hitting your wallet, it's hitting your back office, your dashboard. I mean, they don't waste any time. You don't have to go claim it. No, some platforms will tell you go click on claim. No, you don't have to claim it. Instantly, it just goes straight and hits your dashboard balance, and you can withdraw it and have fun. When you hit Nexus, you make $2,000. When you hit Oracle, you make $5,000 bonus. When you hit Prime, you make $10,000. So this is the first page of the compensation plan. You're just starting the journey. So let's add this up. 10,000, that is 15,000, 17,000, 18,000. All right, $18,600. So just imagine you're going through the ranks and you can blow past all of this in 3 months. You can blow past all of this in 6 months. Going through the ranks, getting to Prime, and you've made $18,000. But here's what's also happening. Your team percentage, very critical. From Voyager, you start making money from the entire team's daily profits. That is part of where the money starts coming in. And if anybody in your team makes a deposit, you also make some benefits. You get some benefits, even though you didn't bring them directly. That is possible from Voyager. And you can see the percentages of this keeps rising, yeah? Keeps rising. When you're Nexus, you make 12.5%. When you're Oracle, you make 15%. Wow. When you're Prime, you make 17.5% of your team's trading. So the higher you go in the rank, you start seeing a lot of money flowing toward you. If you work for AURUM, AURUM takes care of you. That is the secret. But when you start as a Nova, You might be feeling, oh, recruiting is boring. Just get into Vanguard, get into Voyager, then Vanguard, the Vanguard Pro, then Nexus. Oh my goodness. As Nexus, constant cash keeps flowing, even if nobody signs up in your team, and it's a beautiful thing to behold. Now, this is the second page of the compensation plan. Elite, Magnate, Mythos. Somebody hit Mythos today, and the guy unlocked $100,000 bonus. Now, just imagine, the first page was 18,600 or so. Now, here's the second page. It starts with $20,000, then $50,000. Oh my goodness. Then $100,000, then $150,000, then $500,000 bonus. Imagine if you hit Dominion and you have $500,000 as your bonus. That means you've made 500,000. This is 650,000, 750, 800, 820 plus the other 18,000. So you've made less than $850,000 from a company that is changing lives. The question is, how badly do you want to be somebody that can raise that money? How willing are you to put in the effort to create that result? How willing are you to do what it takes? Let me tell you how you can bend reality. You can bend reality and create this result in your life by being bold, by building AURUM, and by acting with speed. Acting with speed is critical to unlocking these results. The man who wins is the one who decides not to get started, not the one who delays. The man who delays might not win, but the man who decides to run with the opportunity, believe in himself, see the big picture, understand the compensation plan, understand the ecosystem, the man who decides to be bold enough to take action, to be bold enough to build a business, move with speed, because money loves speed. The man who does that, the man or woman who does that will bend reality. And before you know it, will be unlocking these amazing aspects of the compensation plan. Personally, I want to hit Dominion. I'm telling you, if I get to Dominion, oh my God, I've rewritten history. All right, I've rewritten history, and then we'll take it one step at a time. So there is also a compensation plan for the card system. As you build your team and people are using the cards, you're going to be making commissions from people using your cards all over the world. So just understand that when you build a team in AURUM, you are building your empire. You are building a team that will keep paying you. The hard work you do once will reward you multiple fold. So this is why we're working hard to tell people about AURUM. We're working hard to create our own community. We're working hard to help everybody who wants to listen and who is willing to change their financial destiny to embrace AURUM. Just get back to whoever invited you. Get the link, sign up. It's super easy to sign up. Activate the bot, fund for a 12-month trading plan, and start exploring other tools. Get your Visa card whenever you're making money, and keep attending the webinars. The more meetings you attend, the more you understand it. The future starts with us at AURUM, and I want you to be a part of this amazing, super opportunity. AURUM is like an answering machine, all right? When you say, take me to $1 million, and it says, come, hop on my back, and it takes you to $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, believe in yourself, and you will see it.